Hello, teenagers. It's Plotty once again, and I would like to take this moment to welcome you all to our second annual Q&A session. This past week, we gave you all a whole week to submit your questions for us to answer as a second chance, and the purpose of this Q&A is to answer half of one of your questions that weren't answered or submitted in our first annual Q&A, as many of you have seen over the summer. But as for many of you, your submissions have been counted and the numbers have been so far calculated leading up to the premiere of this video. Before we begin answering questions you can't resist holding for a week, we would like to address the following. One is that we didn't get enough responses for submissions for the second time in a row thanks to lower viewership engagement, but at least we're not complaining, as we usually don't do on this channel, because with the help of Chat GPT, we were able to generate a couple questions on our own for us to answer following the last couple submissions we received from you guys this past. And second, please be mindful that as we go through some of your questions in this video, they are picked randomly as always, and oftentimes your questions may not get answered in this second session, but we do, however, have a third session planned sometime late 2025, but a date for a third Q&A is potential and has not yet been announced yet. Are you all ready? Let's get this show on the road and let us begin answering the first question on our list. The video Joel64 this past week has asked us only one question, and that is, what's our opinion on the Hunchback of Notre Dame? Well, believe it or not, let's keep it a buck over here, but we've never heard or watched the Hunchback of Notre Dame before. But we're always open to hearing some show or movie suggestions for us to watch when it comes to binge watching or having a watch party night with friends in general. But we really appreciate your time for asking us this question. Next question on our list comes from a viewer named Luka Likes Tom and Jerry Fan 2008, and he asked us two questions. He asked, what's our opinion on Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and also asked us what's our favorite type of chocolate bar. Well, for your first question, we're unsure at this point, but we've heard many okay things about the show. And for your second question, our favorite chocolate bar is always the most iconic brands of chocolate, Hershey's. These were really great questions that came from some of you folks, but now it's time to move on to the questions ChatGPT asked us previously. We aren't done just yet. If you figured some of you all were wondering to yourselves, ChatGPT randomly generated some of our questions for their system for us to answer, and the first one that came to our mind is, how long does it take you to edit a video? Well, believe it or not, at Platoons, it takes us on average an approximate between 1 to 2 hours for us to create and post a video onto your YouTube channel. Plotagon is no easy work, but when it comes to posting it gets tired easily when you get used to it at first, but trust us, as soon as you take your own time to adjust, then you shouldn't feel any tiredness when it comes to editing and posting a video. But the process sometimes can vary based on internet speed and the quality of the video maker on Plotagon. The next question ChatGPT asked us is, do you script your videos or go with the flow? Ideally, it's basically a mixture for us. But we try our hardest to script videos every Friday on our off day, but sometimes it can take between a week or more for us to figure out a script for a video we have planned for weekends, and on a day where we take our time to premiere a video before a big event or for a special occasion. It's not a question we get asked the most, but you know, things can get harder in life, and it is what it can be nowadays. Another question ChatGPT asked us is, how do you prepare before filming? Well, actually, we don't film. We animate things in Platoons. Our name is diverted from Plotagon, which is the software we use to animate and create things for our YouTube channel. But when we prep before animating the day before the weekend, we create and map out a script for what we want to use for each video, like for example, a video that could take us anywhere between 1, 2, or 3 hours for us to make, or sometimes shorter. And we normally take some inspiration on the internet via search on YouTube to see what type of content we want to make and what grounded video we can post to gain more attention and viewership from around the world. The fourth question ChatGPT asked us is, where do you see your channel in a year? Looking at the year ahead of us, our channel could see more subscribers and possibly earn the 5K milestone somewhere around mid to late spring, depending on the content we upload and make our viewers engaged in the content we frequently post to this date, and promote our channel on the recommendations page on YouTube, or maybe potentially start an Instagram page for our channel for the first time, not just our main platform, X. The fifth question ChatGPT asked us is, what's a milestone you're most proud of? A milestone we're most proud is when we first reached 1,000 subscribers way back in 2022, as we were at that time formerly known by the name coolboy_it. It's a milestone we've been proud of for decades now, as we worked super hard to end our journey to reaching that milestone. But it may still be a long road ahead of us to achieve 10,000 subscribers in a couple or more years from now on. The sixth question Chat GPT asked us is, if you could collab with any YouTuber, who would it be and why? Honestly, that's a really good question, but we're unsure at this point, as Plotagon is mainly a platform to animate and create things. But that would be a question we would leave up to the gamers and people that do GRWM videos, and to the people that stream on the YouTube platforms as well. The seventh question Chat GPT asked us is, what advice would you give to someone starting a channel? Well, we get this question asked rarely, and here at Platoons, we believe that every person needs a little support in starting their YouTube or Plotagon career for the first time, and so an advice we would want to give to them is that starting a channel is no easy work, but when it comes to learning your first milestone such as 50 or 100 subscribers, there could be many or a few obstacles on the way, but they are there for you to learn and adjust as you transition to a new environment of what we call creating and engaging with others all around the world, instead of suffering boredom each day. And every day is a day to try something new, whether it's gaming, animating, or to see what content creating is like in 2025. The eighth question ChatGPT asked us is, if your channel had a theme song, what would it be? To be honest, if our channel were to have a theme song, we would name it The Best Channel on YouTube, and it would personally be about the videos we make, and it might eventually be about me, Plotty. But we do however have a channel trailer planned very soon for this channel, so keep an eye out for some sneak peeks on the day we work on it, along with some special previews and announcements about it too. The ninth question ChatGPT asked us is, would you rather go viral once or slowly build a loyal fan base? We would like to go viral once, because us at Platoons, we sometimes can very picky and greedy when it comes to attention, and bear with us. Some of our videos recently or in the past have became viral, but we're talking older videos before Platoons became official back then. The last question ChatGPT asked us on our list is, what's a video you regret posting or would redo? To be fair, long story but short, we've been involved in the drama and hate community not too long ago before Platoons became official, and at that time, we started to make videos out of other users who once became bad back then, like for example, the accounts that once had the THDTC words on their display names, and fair enough, we regret completely posting those videos, and we once got a hate base a couple times for what we have done, and because of that, we have officially moved away from the hate community. But more typical, we sometimes address our viewers what's going on and how the hate community could affect our channel during rough times like the ones we experienced back then, and so on. We highly regret making those bad decisions way before Platoons was official. Our channel is a drama-free environment, and safety remains a top priority in this channel, and anything that must be said negatively must be kept to yourselves at all times. Well, teenagers, as Looney Tunes always says this at the end of each episode, that's all folks. You heard us right, we have now came to the end of our second annual Q&A session. We're delighted to answer some of your questions you might have submitted this past week, despite the fact that we had low engagement recently, but still, you tried your very best, and that's okay. We'd also want to give out our huge thank yous to ChatGPT, whose systems took their sweet time to engage online and answer their own questions, ranging randomly from 1 to 10 to keep the video and session a little extra longer instead of ending it with Luka's question. We try our very best to promote our Q&As out there, but sometimes our analytics can get things wrong and mess up our viewership count on their end, which can lead us to having a hard time troubleshooting. But as we always say, we have no control over YouTube's side, and we eventually have to stick with the things that are hard in life. To end off our second annual Q&A, all we want to say is, thank you so much for tuning in, and make sure to always stay subscribed if you are new in at Platoons. There is always something fun and entertaining for everyone to enjoy, and we encourage them to stay awesome no matter what, because we love our fans as much as we do, but a little bit of encouragement motivates our fans to stay engaged while we keep ourselves busy from time to time. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, and remember, stay awesome as always.